Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing my last TBR of the year. So, this one, just like November, is a little bit tentative again. We'll get into that. But first of all, let's go for the definite, exact, let me read these in December books. So, as you may know, if you've been here for a while, I have my 2021 TBR, and I have 2 books left on there. Technically, I'm reading another one at the moment, but I'm hoping that I'm going to finish it. Even though tomorrow is the last day of November, you know, I've only got like 300 pages left, it's fine. But the 2 books that I have left on that TBR, the first one is The Chalk Man by CJ Tudor. This one is relatively short. I don't read a lot of thrillers, so hopefully it'll be really engaging. It's not something that I read a lot of and will be like, oh, this is that trope that I always know about. Because I don't really know about sort of tropes in these thriller type books, so hopefully, for that reason, I'll devour this and it'll be really interesting and cool. And I don't know a lot about it. I know kids, perhaps, teenagers, some people draw chalk men on trees so they know where each other is, and then they find a chalk man but then they didn't draw it. That's what I know, and it might not even be true. But obviously don't want to know too much about thrillers going into it. Blind is the best way. So we have that one. And then the last book on my 2021 TBR is The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson. This is the last book in the Remnant Chronicles. That's not how you say words. The Remnant Chronicles. I did really enjoy the first 2 books. The first one is that book you might have heard of several years ago where it's 3 perspectives. One's the princess, one's the assassin, one's the prince, but you don't know whether the prince or the assassin, which one's which. So that was sort of an interesting thing when it came out. The second book, read that, enjoyed it. Last book, it's been a while since I read the second one, I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully I remember what's going on. And we shall see. This one is a little bit chunkier, but it's not crazy chunk, and it's YA fantasy, so it'll be pretty quick to get through, hopefully, fingers crossed, and all that jazz. The next book that I definitely want to get to is The Raisin by Steven Dos Santos. This is the 3rd book in the Torch Keeper series. I read the other 2 this year, so I want to round the year off with finishing the trilogy. And yeah, this one is really interesting and fun. It's a dystopian, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I've talked about the other 2 books relatively recently in wrap-ups and stuff, so check that out if you care. But yeah, this is the last book in the series, and I'm interested to see where it will go because a lot of stuff kicked off. So yeah, looking forward to this one. And now in my hands I have a few potential picks that I probably will read, might not. But basically, one of my goals of the year was reading 50% of the books I hold this year. And because my birthday happened, I'm a little bit below that. To be fair, when I just looked, I was on 45%. And then I looked through and realised I hadn't ticked a few of them. So I'm actually read 49% of them. So it's not too bad, but then obviously Christmas is coming up and I'm definitely going to get some more books at Christmas. So I'm leaning towards the smaller, quicker reads so I can get a few of them read, and then I really want to hit that percentage by the end of the year. So first of all, I have Swamp Thing Twin Branches by Maggie Stiefvater and Morgan Beam. I know absolutely nothing about this, but it's Maggie Stiefvater, so I wanted to get it, and I have it. And I mean, I say potential picks, I'm definitely going to read this. I mean, look at it, it's tiny, and it's a graphic novel, and it's Maggie Stiefvater, so yeah. I'm guessing it's about twins, or maybe it's about one guy that has twin personalities. I don't know. I genuinely don't know anything about this. Just Maggie Stiefvater in it, so I'm here for it. We're kind of ish, maybe perhaps halfway through. Who knows? So let's just nip over to a message from one of the sponsors, and then I'll be back chatting absolute waffle about books. Hey you, why have you always got a dribbly mouth? What is this? What is this? Why is it always so slimy? You cute sod. Oh man. Yeah, definitely need to lick your lips because it's made of slime. Slime boy. It's a little bit better. Yes, good boy. Then I've also got a couple of middle grades. So the first one I have The Amazing Edie Eckhart by Rosie Jones. I really enjoy Rosie Jones' stand-up. I really enjoy her on The Last Leg and on the TripAdvisor thing that she does. So it's going to be interesting to see her take on middle grade because she's very sweary in real life. So it'll be interesting to see what this is about. And it's about a girl who has cerebral palsy, like Rosie Jones, and I know there's also a lesbian couple in it. Maybe one of the characters has two mums, I'm not 100% sure, but I know that Rosie is also lesbian, so she's put that rep in there as well. So yeah, looking forward to this one, and I think it's going to be good. It's so freaking shiny, man, so freaking shiny. So yeah. And then I also have Rainbow Grey by Laura Ellen Anderson. Again, this is a middle grade. It's got loads of pictures in it. It looks really fun, and it looks like it's going to be such a quick and interesting read. I mean, look at some of these pages. Ooh. Illustrations and words, we love to see it. So yeah, again, I don't know crazy lot about this. I know it's about weather powers, I believe. In the front it has these little cat clouds which look like an absolute great time, and a wonderful fun map. So yeah, don't really need to know much about this. It's a middle grade. I'm sure it'll be fun. It's magical and fantastical, and there's cat clouds. So yes, that is another one that I want to get to. Then other than that, there are so many books I want to read, obviously, because I want to. For example, I really want to get to Wild Sky, but it's a bit more chunky. So maybe if I get some more of the little ones read, then maybe I'll do this, because I won't need to focus so much on the percentages. Maybe I'll have time to read this. I really hope so, because I do really want to read it. But we shall see. This is not a definite. Not that most of these are the definites. Boys Don't Cry by Mallory Blackman, again, is another potential pick, because this one is quite short and it sounds like a really interesting and devourable read. It's about a 17-year-old lad, and then his ex-girlfriend shows up and she has a baby, and it's his baby, and he didn't even know she was pregnant, and then she wants him to look after the baby for like an hour, and then she just never returns, so he becomes a dad and has a child without even knowing that it was ever going to happen. So it just sounds like it's going to be really interesting read. That one, yeah, I feel like I'm definitely going to be reaching towards this, because it seems really interesting and it's quite short as well. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that, because honestly I could just pick books out of here that I know that I got this year and be like, I want to read this, I want to read this, I want to read this, because I do want to read them all, but I can't because it's only 1 month. And also, we'll see what I get for Christmas, because if I get some shorter reads for Christmas, I might even like blast some of them out straight away. We shall see. I don't know yet. It hasn't happened yet. But yeah, that is my TBR-ish, kind of, perhaps, maybe, a little bit. So yeah, let me know down below what you're reading in December, if you have any plans, if you're going to be doing any readathons. I know there's about 1,000 readathons in December, but I was just like, no, I'm just going to read what I want to read. Sometimes it has to happen. So yeah, let me know down below, say some words and I shall reply, all that jazz. And if this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. And if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe. That'll be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video.